Everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Brad Show. Wait a sec.
You guys honestly didn't think I was going to keep shooting in that webcam, did you? No, we're brand new. A new episode of The Brad Show is here, finally, after a week off. And there's a lot of changes. No more Bricks Picks. It's Sports Chat with Matt now. He'll cover the three major sports. Steve's going to start ranting about things instead of talking about YouTube videos, but it's still going to be called 'Cause Steve Said So. Which makes more sense now. And Al's advice still stays because he gives great advice every single week. My final thoughts are at the end, and then a little surprise. Each week, our 25 Days of Christmas shows have begun. It's the holidays. Roll the opening. I've missed that opening. I mean, it's been a week off for the show, and the vacation seemed a lot longer than that. But welcome back to another episode of The Brad Show. Before we get started, we have a few shout-outs to give. Ray, Dante, Nico, Lindsay, Brett, and Steve. There's your shout-outs, guys. And if you, viewers, want a shout-out as well, hit us up on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Now, it's the holiday spirit, but I ain't feeling very merry. You know why? Because college finals are coming up next week for me. I don't know about the rest of you guys. I think it's all the same people, but I don't know. It's been a lot of nonsense at once. Granted, I need this education, but man, this is just a mess. I thought high school finals were, I don't know, but I'm not going to be ranting about things. That's not my place. I just host the show. I'm going to take it over to somebody who will rant about these kind of things. Steve? 'Cause Steve said so. We want to know why.
You know what makes me mad? Is I can't think of anything to rant about this week. That's right. I can't think of anything to rant about. I have a ton of homework that's just piling up. My car's fan belt just won't stop squealing. Ice is forming on my windshield every day, and I gotta scrape it off, and it takes time. But I can't think of anything to rant about. This homework is taking almost all of my time. I don't have time to have much fun anymore. I'm starting to go out on my chores because I can't have time, but I can't think of ranting about it. I just can't think of something to rant. I got so many things to pick from that I just can't pick one of them. I just can't. I just can't think of something to rant about. I don't know. Maybe I should do a poll or something. No, polls are stupid. I just can't think of something to rant about. I'm sorry. It's just hard for me to do. You know what? I'm done. I'm just done. Back to you, Brad.
Thanks, Steve. It's nice to know that there's a lot of people that just want to blow off that anger and just, rant about it. But I'm in the mood for some sports. I mean, winter meetings have come up in baseball. The Cubs are trying to make themselves better. They waited till the last second, of course, but it's just been a very, very, very awkward year in sports for me. The Rams are 6-6. Never thought that would happen. I did pick them to win about 4 games, but this is awesome. They're in a place for a playoff position right now, and I hope that we win the division. But I think my sports chat with Matt is a lot more exciting than what I'm telling you right now. So I was on the phone with Matt, no longer Bricks Picks. Matt, what are you covering this week? What kind of sports are we talking about? I take it over to my conversation with Matt.
Hey everybody, this is Brad from The Brad Show. I'm here with Hawbrick, Matt, Hawbrick, Did I almost say Bricks Picks? I meant to say Sports Chat with Matt. How you doing, Matt?
Good. How about you, Brad, from The Brad Show?
I'm doing alright, Let's go into basketball to begin with. Tell me, your clear-cut favorite for the Western Conference.
I'm going to go with the Hornets.
Your clear-cut favorite for the East.
Chicago Bulls.
Alright, sounds good. And your MVP this season.
Clearly it's Kevin Durant.
Then we move on to football. Tell me, what team will make it to the playoffs from both the NFC and the AFC. Now I'm talking a team that everybody expects to not be in there in the end.
Rams.
And in the AFC?
Colts.
All right, and then we move on to how the play of the NFC North is going to go down. Do you think it's going to be Bears or Packers?
I'm gonna go Packers.
Really? You're not going to pick the Bears?
No. If I doubt them, then they'll win.
Oh, yeah, you've been doing it every week, and it's worked so far for you. Tell me,
Why not?
in baseball, your biggest off-season move, if you were the Cubs GM, would be?
Trade for Zach Greinke.
And your least favorite move that the Cubs you think will make, and you won't like it?
Signing any relief pitcher.
All right. And tell me, overall opinion this week in sports. Has it been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 5 being good week, 1 being the worst possible week so far.
2.
All right. Well, thanks, Matt. We'll see you again next week for Sports Chat with Matt.
Thank you.
Great conversation as always, Matt. Now, you're probably in the holiday spirit. Most of us are. I know my friend Al is, and Al's advice this week has to do with the gift-giving process. What kind of gifts are the best kind to give? So I take it over to Al's advice. Al, give us the advice we need for our Christmas shopping this year.
Hey guys, and welcome to another week of the Brad Show. More specifically, another Alex's advice segment, or Al's advice, depending on who you're talking to. So, the topic this week is not about food. So, you can get that out of your heads and prepare for something different. And now for something completely different. Alright, so my topic this week is going to be what sort of present you can get someone at Christmas. And in my opinion, it'll just depend on who the person is, how well you know them. But like I said, gift ideas should be based on what you know about a person. For example, if it's your mom, you probably might want to get jewelry or something that she likes. For example, something related to kittens. Kittens, because everybody loves kittens. And cookies. Yeah, Christmas ideas. Cookies and kittens. So, I am brain dead at the moment, so I apologize for that. But looks like I'm out of time for this week, so I will see you all in another segment. La la.
Well, that's all we have for you today. No, I'm just kidding. Don't go anywhere. We've got a lot more to cover and little time to do it, so don't leave, please. We move on to my final thoughts for the week. So here's my final advice coming up next. My final weekly advice for the week happens to be, in the best words possible, for you guys to be the king of wishful thinking. What I mean by that is it can mean one of two things. It could mean that you're coming off a very bad relationship and you have angst against it and you just want a song that pretty much, describes how you feel. Or two, you just want to be smart at thinking the things that you do. Thinking them through, thinking that it's going to be a good choice for me. And there's one song that can best describe all of this in one. And it depends how you want to take its meaning. So here we go. Go West's King of Wishful Thinking. king of wishful thinking this week. Before we go, basically, each week before we close out the show, I'm going to do a Christmas song. Because it is the 25 Days of Christmas on the Brad Show, and it's imperative that we listen to some kind of jolly music to get us going for this holiday spirit. Now this one came to me the other day because somebody called me Macaulay Culkin. And somebody said I look like him anyway, the kid from Home Alone. First of all, I do not look like the kid from Home Alone. No, I don't. Second of all, this is a really good song and it's in the movie and I really like it. So I'm going to play it for you right now, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree.
Party hop, mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear bottles of holly, rocking around the Christmas tree. Have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way.
And we leave the Brad Show on that note. We'll see you again next week on The Brad Show.
Goodbye, everyone, and we'll see you next episode on The Brad Show.
How do I say goodbye to what we had? The good times that made us laugh are waiting back. I thought we'd get to see forever, but forever's gone now. It's so hard to say goodbye.